Hello, Taylor Elwood with Magical Experiments, and this week we're going to talk a bit about process and the role of process in magic. So what is process? What do I mean by that? When I talk about process, I am talking about taking a step-by-step approach to magic where you are able to critically examine each step and understand how everything fits together and why it works the way it does. And most importantly, if you find that it's not working, you're able to go in and make appropriate changes. A process approach to magic is one that really allows you to effectively experiment with magic because you understand what the underlying principles are. And knowing those underlying principles allows you to effectively change things around. Take the window dressing, whatever that is, and change it in favor of some other type of window dressing, and figure out what truly is optional and what is absolutely necessary, and focus on the absolutely necessary. And occasionally bring in the optional if that's something that's going to work for you, but doing it in a way that helps you to understand what the role of that optional aspect is, how that optional aspect of whatever it is that you're doing enhances the functional aspects of your magical work. So let me give you an example here. A lot of times we have, in magic, we find the need to use magical tools, an athame, a wand, a staff, what have you. A process approach is going to examine what function each of those tools has. What is the purpose for using those tools? And it's going to ask, is the use of these tools, is the use of these tools absolutely essential for magical work? And if it is, why? And how does using these tools actually help you accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish? If a tool is considered to be optional, then the question is going to be, all right, if it is optional, in other words, if you could do this magical work without the tool, why do we want to use the tool? Now, the practitioner might answer and say, well, it's optional, but using this tool helps me to do X, Y, and Z in the magical work much easier than if I do it on my own. Okay, there you go. It's optional, but there is a good reason for why the person's using that particular tool. That's just one example of taking a process approach to magic. In a couple of videos earlier, I talked about the importance of defining magic. Well, defining magic, part of that is developing a process for your magical work. It's understanding what the underlying principles are that help you to achieve whatever it is that you're going to achieve. And it enables you to effectively experiment with magic and develop your own personalized system that's based on what your preferences are, on what works easiest and best for you. So let's say that the athame doesn't really work that well for you. Well, then get rid of it. Find something else that is going to work in place for you. A personal example I'll use is that I find that the paintbrush is an effective tool for magical work. When I am doing a painting, I am using the paintbrush as a way to channel the particular energies or the magical entities that I'm working with or what have you into the paint, and creating from that a magical working within the painting that is designed to help me accomplish a specific result. That for me is an effective form of magical work. It is a process that I am using and that I have customized. You're not going to find that described in most magical books, and the reason why is because, again, most magical books out there are going to take a somewhat formulaic approach that nonetheless doesn't necessarily examine how and why something is working in magical work. We're going to explore next time the importance of defining your result and how defining your result allows you to create a process. But in the meantime, if you have any comments, leave them below here. And if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much.